Urgent matter. Very dangerous. Pays well. You will risk your life performing this job. Only the most skilled adventurers need apply. Come to the inn in Kavach and look for an Imperial named Reman Mevavius to obtain more details. I should look into this.
You look rather well equipped. Your weapons, of course. Don't want to get booted from an establishment for using the wrong words again. Are you here about my notice? If that's the case, you're the first suitable candidate to approach me.
Yes, I am curious about the notice.
I do hope your curiosity turns into acquiescence. For the job, of course. I never mean to imply anything else. I need to stop a murderer. Now, before you say, a murderer, just point me in the right direction, I have to admit, it's not that simple.
I think you need to explain this to me.
Yes, let me explain. This killer announces his intentions long before he strikes, putting the fear of Mer and men in his victims. You'd think with a warning they could avoid their fate, but alas, no. All dead.
How does the killer announce his intentions?
In the most heinous manner imaginable. A message in an innocent sweet roll. Now he's targeted my associates. This scroll lists everyone who's recently received the threatening pastry. Talk to them and learn their connection before the killer strikes.
I'll talk to them and see what I can find out.
Discover the link that connects these individuals and you'll find their murderer. Hopefully while they're still alive. Do this for me, and I promise you'll like the reward I'm offering. Gold isn't the only favor I'm willing to provide.
You mentioned that some of the people on the list are associates of yours.
I'm a respected member of the Gold Coast Trading Company. When I heard that a number of my most trusted associates, as well as other individuals in the area, received one of these tainted sweet rolls, I knew I had to do something.
How did you find out about this killer and his sweet rolls?
Word gets around. There have been rumors of this sweet roll killer for quite some time. But when one of my associates wound up dead after receiving a delicious baked good, I started making the connection.
So the sweet rolls are poisonous?
Not in the least. They really are delicious. No, what makes them so insidious are the tiny notes they contain. A veiled threat and a prediction of impending doom. It's ruining our profits, my tasty friend. And that's something I can't abide.
Has anyone else approached you about this job?
Oh, it's been nothing but a parade of beggars and unworthy miscreants, I assure you. If the lot of those ugly Ogrim lovers were on that list, I guarantee I wouldn't be offering this reward. You, on the other hand, seem to be perfect for the job.
Why not go to the Kavach's Guard or the Order of the Hour about this?
Deputized thugs and warrior priests, no thank you. I already have more than enough hands in my gold pouch, what with the demands of business and all. Besides, I'd rather keep this between you and me. It's so much more intimate, don't you agree?
Goodbye.
Are you talking to me?
Did you receive a threatening sweet roll recently?
Why in the world would you ask me about that? I'm just a beggar, you know, I beg. Spare some gold? Look, you better not try anything. There are guards everywhere.
I'm just trying to help.
What did I do wrong? People are supposed to ignore beggars. Just walk on by like they don't exist. But not you. Oh, you want to help.
Did you receive a sweet roll with a note inside it or not?
Will you just go away and leave me alone? I don't want any trouble. But if you must know, yes, I received one of those terrible predictions. Are you happy now?
Why are you getting so upset about a few simple questions?
Because... Oh, never mind. I'm going to get in so much trouble for this. Look, you stay here and look for another beggar to bother. I'm going someplace else. Now leave me alone, or you're going to regret it. Don't you dare follow me. I've got some apples and I know
Wait.
how to use them.
But Akatosh and his primate will guide us through these troubling times.
Smell the desperation. That's your clue that another partner's brawl is about to start. Let the games begin! New challengers have entered the arena. Cheer or boo, it's up to you.
Good thing I never complain.
I found the sweet roll killer, Commander. Help!
I don't think this is what Raz meant when he said, be discreet. Raz is thinking this spy business might not work out for the Lady Elf. At the first sign of trouble, she lights herself on fire, screams at the top of her lungs, and runs in circles. Raz does not remember that technique in the handbook.
What's going on here, Raz?
The work of the Queen's eyes, that's what's going on here. That business with Captain Apinia wrapped up so quickly, Raz decided to look into another matter before heading home. Turns out, this other matter has eluded Raz for many years.
And what matter is that?
The locals call him the Sweet Roll Killer, yes? Much better than our term. The one who predicts your death and then stabs you in the face. Raz sees that you're looking into this as well. Perhaps we can exchange notes, help each other out.
What do you suggest?
The Ratmaster has ears everywhere, and who knows who our stabby-faced killer is. Don't want to give away our plans before we formulate them, yes? Raz suggests we go somewhere more private, once you finish your investigation.
Where should I meet you?
Raz and Lady Elf will meet you in our safe house after you finish your tasks. We've commandeered the Enchanter's shop. Not the most luxurious hiding place, but this one has had worse. We're going to have a glorious adventure, just like old times.
Bye.
So much to do, so little time. Our beloved Grand Sermonizer has been taken from us.
Not you too. Can't you people just leave me alone? I come out here to think, and all I get is suspicious glances and unfounded accusations.
Assassinations? Is this about the sweet roll you received?
You know I'm a baker, correct? So who else could be the sweet roll killer? Oh, imbeciles. Despite the threats and the loss of business, I did receive one of those menacing sweet rolls. The note inside even predicts my impending death.
You're not worried?
Would it do any good? From what I've heard, everyone who receives these prognosticating pastries dies, despite the explicit warnings. Who am I to suppose I can avoid the fate that so clearly awaits me?
Did you know any of the killer's other victims?
I met some of them when they came to accuse me of sending the threatening baked goods. As if I'm the only baker capable of making sweet rolls in the entire Gold Coast. They ran, they hid, they avoided others, and then they died. Each and every one.
So you're just going to do the exact same thing?
No, I have work to do and my life to live. At least as long as I'm able. People enjoy my cakes and pies. I'd never deny them such delicious treats. But why do the predictions of a tasty bun concern you, I wonder?
Someone hired me to find and stop the murderer.
Seriously? Well, good luck with that. I truly wish you well. All the same, I'll continue with my chosen course of action, seeing as how no one has been able to stop the sweet roll killer so far. Unless, of course, you have a better suggestion.
You should alter your routine so the murderer can't find you.
You're suggesting I challenge fate? Alter my comfortable schedule in hopes of avoiding certain death?
Her sermons will live on.
I suppose that makes a modicum amount of sense. Anvil is nice this time of year, and the pirates do appreciate a good sweet roll.
With a little less zeal.
Goodbye.
Till some of this blows over.
Fine goods for sale.
Our beloved Grand Sermonizer has been taken from us.
I love wandering the merchant stalls, examining all the goods that we helped bring to the Gold Coast. I get a certain amount of pleasure from experiencing the result of all my paperwork and negotiations.
I understand you received a threatening sweet roll recently.
How did you know about that? I didn't tell anyone. Of course, it was delivered to the trading company building, so I suppose someone could have seen it arrive. Yes, I received a sweet roll. Came in a small box. At first, I thought nothing of it.
And then?
I took a bite and found a slip of paper inside, with a message, but it didn't sound very threatening. Not until you mentioned it. Tomorrow is your last day in Kvatch. I just assumed I'd be going to Anvil in a few days, for business.
I think you've been targeted by the sweet roll killer.
What? You really think so? I've heard of the sweet roll killer, sure, but why would he target me? I think I'd better just keep doing what I've been doing. Remain in the market, near all the merchants and their customers. That's safe, right?
Do you know anyone else who received this sweet roll?
But there was that wood elf merchant we worked with. I found him floating in a river not far from here. He got a sweet roll with a message. Kept to his daily routine despite the warning. Then, one day, he never showed up at the trading company.
You work with Reman?
Riemann? I'd rather not discuss my relationship with Riemann if you don't mind. He's everything I abhor about a certain class of trader. Greedy, self-indulgent, and interested in nothing more than increasing his hoard of gold.
I was hired to find and stop the murderer.
You were? Well, that makes me feel so much better. If anyone can stop the sweet roll killer, I imagine it will be someone just like you. I'm going to finish my tour of the merchant stalls, unless you think that's unwise.
You should continue to wander the market. Stay near other people.
That's excellent advice, friend. I'll stay in the market until closing time, and then I'll head over to the Gold Coast Trading Company building. That place is built like a fort.
Good luck.
Just perhaps with a little less zeal, until some of this blows over.
Oh, hello. Careful where you step. I just planted some seeds, and I'd hate to have to start all over again. But you didn't come over to hear me complain. What can I help you with today?
I understand you received a threatening sweet roll recently.
A sweet roll? How do you know about... Yes, I received a sweet roll, just as my husband did before he disappeared. What interests are my troubles to you, I wonder?
I was asked to look into the sweet roll murders.
Really? Did Riemann hire you? How kind. Though why he cares now when he couldn't have been bothered after my husband vanished makes me curious as to his true intentions. Perhaps fate will take a different course. Certainly I didn't predict your involvement.
You know Reman?
I thought I did. Well, no. I don't know him that well. I mean, I know people like him. Liars and cheaters who use people and take advantage of their giving nature. So Riemann hired you to stop the murderer. I find that to be very interesting.
Tell me about your husband.
My husband? He received one of those sweet rolls with the message inside, just like I did. The dire prediction frightened him, I can tell you that. He gathered weapons and locked himself in his study. But he still disappeared without a trace.
There wasn't a body?
No, not even a drop of blood to remember him by. But my husband was just one of a series of murders linked to this sweet roll killer. It's been going on for months and months, and now Riemann suddenly cares? I wonder why he's had a change of heart.
Anything I can do to help?
No. The others who received the sweet rolls, I'm sure they need more help than me. I've got a house in Anvil. I can hide there until you catch the murderer. Just watch out for that Riemann. His own interests are more important to him than anything else.
I appreciate the warning.
They done it. They dropped the axe on Knight Commander Pantheon.
Raz knew you would find us. It's not much, but it's private. The Enchanter is an old friend. I helped her out once when an enchantment went bad. Made most of Raz's fur fall out. Very embarrassing. Still, now we get this comfy meeting place.
Why does a murderer in Kvatch concern an Eye of the Queen of the Dominion?
Raz has seen these types of killings before. A victim receives a sweet roll that contains a prediction of impending doom, then is murdered a few days later. The murderer killed several of the Queen's advisors and then escaped. Made Raz look bad.
You think it's the same murderer?
So much doubt! Haven't you figured out that Raz is perfect yet? But yes, I fear we're dealing with the same monster. Luckily, my apprentice received a sweet roll. That means we can set a trap. There's just one problem.
Just one?
All right, probably more than one. But what concerns Raz is the network of messengers the killer is using to deliver his gifts. They've placed notes in the oddest locations. Raz fears these actions indicate the killer plans to strike, and soon.
So, what's your plan?
We locate a messenger and figure out what they've been placing around town. Maybe even get them to lead us right to the killer. Meet Raz outside and we'll track them together.
What about your apprentice?
What about her? Oh, Raz sees what you're getting at. She'll stay here and hopefully not wind up murdered. She's still in training and we haven't gotten to the use of weapons yet. Last time I gave her a dagger, she almost put out her eye.
You should give her something. She deserves a fighting chance if the murderer finds her.
Raz doesn't think that's such a good idea. But he will give the lady elf a little knife, just in case. Now, let's go track down a killer.
Goodbye.
Raz forgot how much he hates
never
working
silence
out in
her voice.
Raz saw
Her
one of these
sermons
suspicious
will live
messengers
on.
near the hedge maze to the southwest. Why this city has a hedge maze is a mystery for another day, yes?
Pardon me, excuse me, coming through.
What a wonderful place to hide something. Look for a statue or something. Anything that could serve as a marker for a hiding place.
How about a coin or two?
The beautiful darkness asked that we alter our drop location for the next stage of research. Deposit the scrolls with your findings and these new locations around Kvatch. An accurate map requires all parts listed below. Place your code at the bottom so the next runner can deliver it. Wolf's Everlasting Stream. Perch above the sport fighters. Eternal Night. Where we gaze down on the streets.
A coded message? Raz hates riddles. You'll figure it out, yes?
Concerning the one who calls himself a trader. Dobius have been stealing documents, contracts, and other financial records from the Gold Coast Trading Company. We have yet to determine what he plans to do with the stolen information, but profit probably plays a part in his plans. Is this reason enough to want him dead? Maybe. Code location south of the bank.
Just perhaps with a little less zeal until some of this blows over.
Up high note, concerning the baker. Strange man. Even for a high elf. Doesn't seem to like many people, and the feeling appears to be mutual. His baking skills are without question, however. In fact, people claim he bakes the best sweet roll in all of the Gold Coast. We really need to check those sweet rolls. I will place an order. Code location east of the cathedral. Concerning the gardener, claims her husband was murdered by the sweet roll killer, but there is no evidence she was ever married. She appears to talk about fate a lot. And she certainly knows how to fight, saw her throttle a street thief who tried to pick her pocket. Code location inside the building, where 3 paths meet. Concerning the one who calls herself a beggar, she's not a beggar. In fact, we are not really sure what she is. Why someone would pretend to be a poor beggar, and do so badly, I might add, I have no idea. She was seen in the company of a rather handsome Khajiit though. Code location, not on the main road.
These notes should lead us to whoever commissioned this research. There must be a clue. Read them again.
Our beloved Grand Sermonizer has been taken from us! Our beloved Grand Sermonizer has been taken from us! It's all right to be angry, you faithful of Akatosh. Just perhaps with a little less zeal until some of this blows over.
You really shouldn't break into a house that someone has already broken into. Where's your sense of honor, Razandar?
Ah, of course. The beautiful darkness. Wait, is Naryu the sweet roll killer? Raz would be sad to have to kill you now.
Well, I am a killer, but I'm not the killer. And what's that one doing here? This has nothing to do with the Brotherhood.
Raz is confused. You better talk to Naryu so we can figure out what's going on here.
If you and your Brotherhood comrades sent me that sweet roll, I'm truly disappointed. I thought you'd realize by now that I don't take kindly to threats. Besides, it's hard enough to look good in tight leather without being tempted by tasty pastries.
What are you talking about?
No one knew I was on the Gold Coast. No one except you. Suddenly, someone delivers a sweet roll with my name on it and a note predicting my untimely demise. It looks like you betrayed me. Give me a reason not to run you through.
We're looking for the sweet roll killer. I didn't even know you were still in town.
So you followed my messengers and found me instead? Ever since I received the threatening sweet roll, I've been looking into other targets, trying to figure out who knows me and why they want to kill me. Well, why they want to kill me this time.
Find out anything that can help us. We're on the same side here.
Everyone who received one of the menacing sweet rolls is traveling to Anvil for one reason or another. Seems to me, if the killer is smart, that's where he'll make his move. As a matter of fact, I'm headed there now. No one threatens me and lives.
Then Anvil is where we're going, too.
Just don't get in my way. I'm still trying to figure out your game in all this. But we've worked well together in the past. Might as well take advantage of that. I'll confer with Raz to make sure he and I see eye to eye, and we'll meet you in Anvil.
Goodbye.
But they'll never silence her voice. Her sermons will live.
Buying and selling.
I'm sure her apprentice just ran off. Probably better she's gone when the killer comes round anyway.
Yarmia never flees at the first sign of trouble. Second, yes, but first? Plus, she always comes back. Raz has a bad feeling.
We all have bad feelings. It's inevitable. I'll have my eyes and ears around town watch for her, if it makes you feel any better.
Raz appreciates that. And people say you're a stone-cold harlot. But not Raz. Why did Raz give Elf Apprentice a weapon? Now she's missing and the sharp blade was just lying on the floor. Naryu thinks she ran away, but Raz knows better. Whoever has Yarmia, Raz will find them, and then they will experience so much pain.
Maybe the sweet roll killer has started moving against his targets.
Raz wants to disagree with you, but he cannot. Naryu and Raz will find the other targets. Hide them in Angra's hostel, where we can keep an eye on them. In the meantime, Roz has something he'd like you to do.
What do you want me to do?
Go back to the beginning. Talk to Riemann, the one who hired you. Roz thinks he knows more than he's said. Go to the Gold Coast Trading Company and see what he's hiding. Hurt him if you must. Just make sure he lives long enough for us to find Yarmia.
Goodbye.
This is your fault. I never should have hired you. What was I thinking? Because of you, the killer decided that I was a threat. Sent my own sweet roll with a message inside. Then she cut me with her poison blade. Now I'm dying. Because of you.
The killer has targeted you too.
I found her on one of my trading expeditions. She talked of visions, how they helped her shape the ripples of fate. Crazy talk, but useful. You understand? I could point her at a target, like an arrow, set her loose and watch them die.
The sweet roll killer works for you.
Not anymore, obviously. You mentioned my name. Shouldn't have done that. She knows I betrayed her. Knows I sent you to eliminate her. Hid my involvement in all this. I knew it the moment I arrived in Anvil and saw the sweet roll waiting for me.
Tell me who the killer is and where I can find her.
You met her. The gardener. She has a farmhouse, southeast of Anvil. But she won't be there for long. I'm dying, and it's your fault. I hope you realize I'm not going to pay you for this.
Riemann. The man who betrays fate's holy instrument doesn't live to enjoy the fruits of his labor.
much done here.
Raz must sadly report that we could not find all of the killer's targets. Just the ones you see here in the hostel. The killer has struck. Raz feels it in his paws. I just hope we can keep the others safe.
I know who the killer is and where we can find her.
Really? Raz is impressed. Did you threaten and cajole? It's Riemann, correct? We can go to the inn, get drunk, and put this sorry affair behind us. Wait. Riemann isn't a her.
No, Riemann is not the killer, not exactly. It's Luna.
The gardener? No wonder Raz couldn't find her. But we're wasting time. If you know where the murderer is, we should get moving. Let's go dunk this sweet roll killer in the bitter milk of justice.
What about the people here in the hostel?
Raz would try to convince Naryu to stay and watch over them, but he doesn't want to get a blade stuck between his ribs. Let's hope luck favors the bold, and we stop the killer before she comes back for the others.
Bye.
Brief rest, that's all I ask.
Raz thinks this place is too quiet. Good spot for an ambush, yes.
Oh, I certainly hope so. I could use a good fight right about now.
You send very mixed messages, Naryu. One moment you're flirting, the next you're stabbing. It's very confusing.
Well, that's only because you assume the two are different, Rosm dear.
Raz hates quiet in situations like this. Quiet never ends well. Raz just hopes the targets are still alive so we can rescue them. Tread carefully, Sharpclaw.
Where is everyone?
Place was quiet and empty when we arrived. To be fair, we haven't checked any of the buildings yet. Raz wanted to wait for you. No one wants to miss their own party, yes? Whenever you're ready, we can start the search.
I'm ready.
The threats of take a line! Kill them now!
Oh good, Raz has found them.
Move to flank! Enough! Too much blood has been spilled. You've won. I know that. So sheathe your weapons and come inside. I knew you'd find me. The fates told me so. But the climax isn't certain. There are many paths before us.
More predictions from the sweet roll killer.
You don't know how much I despise that name. I am a fate bearer. One of the select few who can see what the future holds and then do something about it. Each of my targets has the potential to cause unmitigated disasters. I stop them.
You're saying that your victims were so evil, they had to die.
Good and evil has no bearing on my visions. It's their actions that concern me. Each causes a ripple that radiates through time until a disaster occurs. Economic collapse, the death of a prominent leader, a queen betrayed. I had to stop them.
The trader, the baker, the eye's apprentice. But what about Naru?
Her fate is the worst of all. Her daughter causes the world to burn, or she could. The future is a fluid thing. I have seen my escape and my death, both possible at this moment, and both championed by each of your allies. But the choice is yours.
Why should I let you go free?
To save these people, of course. Let me walk out of here, and I'll provide the antidote for the poison now coursing through their blood. Or kill me and let them die. The choice is yours. Confer with your allies, then let me know what you decide.
Raz heard the nonsense that spilled out of the killer's mouth. Why are we even considering bargaining with this crazy dark elf?
To save the lives of the people she targeted?
Well, yes, there is that. Raz changed his mind. Bargaining should be considered. We have to do whatever we can to keep these people safe. Besides, we can always resume the hunt another day.
Do you think we can trust her?
No, not even a tiny bit. But Raz supposes that a chance to save innocents is better than no chance at all. Raz says, let her live.
I can't believe you're even considering this. Did you hear how crazy she sounded?
I guess I know what your opinion is.
Damn right you do. She's crazy as a cracked mud crab. All her talk about fate and the future, and what she said about me. I don't have a daughter. I hate children. It's never going to happen. Any way you look at it, Luna has to die.
What about the people she targeted?
What about them? She's going to kill again, and she's going to come back for us. She thinks we're going to wreck the world. If we save a few now, how many more will she kill later? I say end her life and be done with it.
Thanks.
Nayu is right, you know. The Fate Bearers will come for them. All of them. It's what we do. Still, while there's even the slimmest chance that you can save these people, can you risk not taking it? Can you?
I know what we need to do.
Then out with it. Don't leave us all in suspense. Which of the possible fates have you decided to favor with your decision?
I agree with Naru. You need to die.
I accept your decision and will not resist. I have seen all the possible fates, and now I am destined to lose to you every time. My brethren will finish what I began, though. I know this in my heart. The future is safe in the Fate-Bearer's hands.
No! What are you doing?
It had to be done, Raz. We let her leave and she just becomes somebody else's problem.
This is not how an Eye of the Queen does things. This is more like the Brotherhood, or the Morag Tong.
Get over yourself, Cat. We saved lives today, including mine. I'll be in the inn at Kavatra a while longer. Come and see me before I leave when you get a chance.
Raz understands the logic that the Dunmer proposed. But to not even try, that is not this one's way. Perhaps it is time Raz goes back to the Queen. He will let her know that the one who killed our people so many years ago is taken care of.
Goodbye.
Well, look who's here. A Afraid I'd leave without giving you a goodbye kiss.
That's an interesting outfit.
After all we've been through, and that's the very first thing you want to say to me? To be fair, it's very comfortable, and it looks great on me. It's the uniform of my organization. They expect me to dress the part when I arrive back home.
Where is home exactly?
Vardenfell. It's far from here, but I have friends and family there. It'll be good to see them again. Besides, I hear my organization has big plans in the works. Can't blame me for wanting to be a part of all that.
What about the Fate Bearers?
I haven't forgotten what the Sweet Roll Killer said. Her words will probably haunt me for the rest of my life. But it's my life, and I plan on living it. I'll deal with the Fate Bearers when the time is right. For now, I just wanted to thank you.
Can't you stick around a little longer?
Don't get all sentimental on me, hero. We both have our paths to follow. Damn, that sounded like a Fate Bearer, didn't it? Look, let me leave you with a single kiss. One really good kiss. If you ever want another one, come find me in Vardenfell.
All right. Interesting.
You look like you could use a drink.